All right. Good afternoon, good evening, East Hampton, BOA. We're live on YouTube, and the phone lines are open. This meeting's being recorded. You may begin.
Thank you very much. Can I have a motion to call the meeting to order?
I'll make a motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Please rise to the pledge of allegiance.
That's
why. I pledge allegiance
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. They changed the order around just a little bit because we've got some guests tonight. I want to get them to be able to go home. So I'll turn it over to Dr. Surian.
All right, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Over the last 2 to 3 years, we have been doing some pop-up concerts at the middle school that are 5 to 10 minutes because, our performance groups work really hard, all three of them, and they have limited performances that are formal, mainly formal, two of them throughout the year. So we've incorporated during the day. The most recent one happened on the Friday before the break, when our chamber orchestra, who has played for you before, played for about 10 minutes in the morning, and it was great. It's informal. It's a chance for them to shine. Our sixth graders came out into the hallway with their teachers and sat down and watched, but we're doing more of that. And I know you saw all of it, the Bonettes assembled outside, but they prepare a lot of choral literature, and they don't get to showcase that, all of it, at the concert. So I thought it would be nice and a nice midwinter treat to have them come in and sing just 2 songs for you, and it gives them another chance to perform. So they're under the direction of DJ Carrillo, who's our chorus teacher, and she's just back from her maternity leave, which we're happy about. And Annabelle Mamouzian, unfortunately, one of our 8th graders, was really looking forward to introducing the group tonight, but she wasn't feeling well, as has been the case with many of our students over the last week or so. As you know, there's a lot of flu going on, and among other things. So instead, we have a volunteer 7th grader, Lydia Agnello, who is going to introduce the group instead. So I will go and get them.
Thank you.
All 33 of them.
I know it was a big group. It was a big group. We have Bonnet alum here. My daughter was in the Bonnets a long time ago.
Wow. Welcome, everybody. Wow. Is it good? It's something.
Good.
Good evening, members of the Board of Education, administrators, teachers, and families. My name is Lydia Agnello, and I'm proud to represent the Bonnets. The Bonnets are a select treble choir made up of students who love singing and work hard to grow as musicians and leaders. This year, we have focused on teamwork, confidence, and using our voices to communicate and connect with others. Thank you for supporting music of education in our school and giving us the opportunity to perform for you tonight. We hope you enjoy. As before, and the still softly come, dangerously slow.
With you, we can walk. Was I with you. Winter with you, winter. We could be winter. My eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care if they call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every now the quiet slowly spell my head. I'm living dreams of keeping me away. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. Sounds crazy. It's everything so I don't care, they call me crazy. It's in my dreams for the world of To the world you will see, to the world I close my eyes to see, I close my eyes to see. Follows down one. See. The world burns on.
Thank you. Thank you. Good job. Great job. Very
Thank you.
nice.
Okay.
Ruby's thank you.
Good job.
I know we have some parents here tonight too, so if you guys want to follow suit, it's totally fine. We'll give you a couple minutes to get together. Unless you want to stay.
No, thank you for coming.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Great job.
Great job, everyone.
Yes.
Sorry.
That was a great idea to do little pop-ups.
I love that.
Nice.
Keeps it in the room.
Right, great idea.
Breaks the monotony of the day.
Mhm.
Get your ride home.
Good, Sam, you can get ready if you want. And close. We're gonna move up. In fact, to follow, Sam.
Once you open the hearing, I'm gonna sing it.
Voice is wonderful.
Yeah. Motion? Can I have a motion to open the hearing?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Go ahead.
All right, so we're here for our 11th repair reserve hearing. And I certainly am no match for the Bonnettes, but you know, as always, the important number here is that there's just over $2 million available in the repair reserve. The voters approved the, reauthorization of the repair reserve last May. I think it's generally set that the district has no use of its money, accomplishing projects that need to be accomplished. And if they aren't accomplished, they're going to be more expensive later down the road. We've talked about this concept, in terms of what happens with the number of projects in the bond. Repair reserve, as always, those are the 4 words that you need to use in your analysis to see whether you can use the repair reserve. Broken, torn, and operable, that's the way to think of it. So as always, we're going to have, we've identified some projects that need to happen. We're holding this public hearing. There's an item on your agenda later on this evening, if you're in agreement, to authorize the use of the money out of the repair reserve. So the biggest item that we have this evening is the gym floor across the hallway. Here in the high school, there are a number of structural problems that are becoming readily apparent with this floor. I would love to be able to wait and make this as part of our bond project. I don't think we're going to get there. And so I think we need to do this now before we lose the ability to use the floor. You can see some cracks here that are in the photos. The problem with these things is as they grow,
they become a tripping hazard, but they also become dangerous because they become like spikes that you would think of as a, you know, an unpolished piece of wood. So, you know, players can slip on this and they're potentially opening themselves up to a major injury. The only time we can really do this work is over the summer, because it's going to take a while for the entire floor to be deconstructed, to fix whatever issues are going on underneath the floor in the subsurface, the subflooring, and then put it all back together. So we'd like to get on the contractor's schedule as soon as possible. We are going to make an effort, much like we did at the middle school, where we preserved that center court section, which thanks to the head custodian there, Anthony Hayes, was preserved and is hung up on the wall.
Yeah.
We're going to do our best to take as much of this court and preserve as possible. You know, maybe the center court, maybe the section that, you know, lists who the court is named for, all those sorts of areas, so we can try to replicate, much like they do with the middle school, with this floor here. So that's the main project here at the high school. As we have in the last few meetings, we're going to use some repair reserve money to repair and replace some additional laptop computers. Students make great use of them. Some students perhaps more enthusiastic in their computer use than others. So we need to do that. Here at the high school, there are several classrooms that need to have their shades repaired. This is a safety issue. Shades are extremely important during lockdown. So as you can see in this example here, this classroom doesn't have a shade. So we need to, because the previous one broke and we couldn't hang it up on the wall anymore. So we need to have the shades replaced. In the middle school, the carpet is, and I struggled for the right adjective to use here. I'm going to go with tired. Carpet is very tired. If you agree with me, Dr. Soriano? If you would.
I would,
Okay,
yes.
good. Tired is the word we're going with. It needs to be replaced. We got some samples. Dr. Soriano has selected a sample. Interestingly, we independently selected the same sample to use. So no, I know I have good taste because so that's what we're looking at there at the main office in the middle school. And then at the elementary school, so the way the cafeteria works now is they have a product called vinyl sheet. This is essentially, as it says, rather than a vinyl tile where you might have something that's 12 by 12, we have a lengthy sheet of vinyl that's rolled out and stretched in rows throughout the entire cafeteria. I hope you can appreciate these photographs. I think the lower left one may illustrate it the best. The sheet becomes stressed over time and it breaks. And once it breaks, it's virtually impossible to repair. And you can try to use, and they call it a hot iron, to try to put it back together. It really never works. So we'd like to take out the vinyl sheet and replace it, as we did at the middle school, with an epoxy replacement. It's essentially, think of it as a harder surface version of the pour-in-place rubber, safety rubber that we've done at the playground. So the whole vinyl sheet comes out and they pour down this pour-in-place surface. They give it a ridging. They give it some color with actually cut up paper flakes is how they do it. They put on a second coat of the epoxy. So it has a surface so you're not slipping on it. It hides imperfections that will inevitably happen with as many people who use this room as possible. It's also very easy for the custodial staff to maintain it. It stood up, I think, very well so far at the middle school. So we're going to put it down at the elementary school with your approval.
And that lasts longer than the vinyl that we have down?
Yeah, I mean, that's, I can't make a perfect guarantee, but, absent something very unusual, yes, it's going to last longer, and it's not subject to the same kind of splitting that we see with the vinyl. The vinyl, particularly in the high traffic areas, I'm sorry, this box is here in the upper left, upper right here, right in front of the door, it's definitely split. That's a major high traffic area. So the epoxy really stands up to the wear and tear much better. It's much easier to maintain. It doesn't require waxing over the summer. So it's also a big load off of the workload of the already stressed out custodians in their summer work. So I think it's a good selection for this room.
Do you know how long we've had this?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask too.
Long enough.
Been here as long as I just
They did that cafeteria, right? Redone that floor. So 2006?
Yeah, that was in the original.
20 years?
Yeah, it's gotta be close.
Yeah.
Okay. I got
Mr.
it.
Becker, do you remember this floor from when you were at the elementary school here?
I mean, I guess it was placed before I was born, so.
You're long.
There you go.
But you know, it definitely needs to be replaced. And I think the time to do it again, because it does, it's gonna take a while to put this down, to get it up, to put it down. I think looking at this other, you know, maybe a school break, but because of the risks involved with not finishing, this is probably a summer project.
yeah.
So again, we need to get on the contractor's schedule. All right?
Okay.
Any questions?
Yes, the are we going from Chromebooks to MacBooks for all students?
I will defer to Mr. Frost.
High school.
Only at the high school? Oh, because this X's are here next to middle school and elementary.
We anticipate that there are some others, computers here and there that are going to need to be replaced. So,
Okay. But they'll be replaced by the Chrome. Oh,
where needed. The great effort is at the high school.
Yeah, I just think it's probably worth mentioning why we do this. I mean, it's something that the taxpayers have voted on. It allows us to budget better. It allows us to get projects done, like Sam was saying before. If we had to wait for a bond approval, which would be, say, in May, it would be too late to be on the, the contractor's agenda for this summer, and we would lose a lot of time. And you can see with some of those cracks, you start to get moisture in there, you start to get it just creates other problems. This allows us to, I think, budget in a better way, and it allows us to get things done a little more timely than we used to be able to. This is our second, I think, approval of that.
This is, the voters reauthorized it the second time, this is our 11th hearing. JP, I think that, the gym floor here at the high school is the best example of this.
Yeah.
If we don't do it this summer, I'm not fully confident that we're going to make it with this floor for another school year after this. You would agree that the floor has some unusual.
It has dead spots.
The gym floor now.
Those dead
Not
spots been
done.
inside
And-
basketball.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's, you can watch a basketball, you can hear the difference. If you get a dink or dunk, it really, there's some dead spots. And, Greg has been great in his team. There's been a couple times that pieces of the wood have come up that they were able to get back.
Patch. And you can only do that for so long, and then
Yeah.
you've got to close it. So
And the last time that we got it sanded and repainted, they said that's the last time. So, and this is original to the building, this
Yeah.
floor.
All right.
So it's from the 70s.
Yes.
1970.
This is the original floor.
So I think we did good.
Yeah.
We did well with it.
Yeah, which is, again, because it's historic nature, the importance of the history of the building, why we're going to try to preserve, some of the select areas when they cut it out and see what we can do.
Good. Thank you, Sam.
All right,
Thank you.
thanks.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. We need a motion to close it. Do you have a motion to close the hearing?
Make a motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. And then we will move on. So we are now, so we already did Charlie's stuff. So news of the schools?
Karen is not feeling
Yeah.
well. She's shared a few things I'll share. Dr. Soriano referred to some of the illnesses popping around our schools, so I think Ms. Humes is still a victim to this. But she wanted to share that the fourth and fifth grade play this year is Mary Poppins. Directors Mr. Mike McGee and Kevin Quinn are back at it, the dynamic duo. They had over 88 students try out.
Wow.
Very, very great to see that many people participate. March 26th, they should have their show for the parents and the like. Tomorrow night at the 6 o'clock at the library, there will be a presentation from the Family Service League. Raising resilient children is the focus. And as we shared last time, the playground is up and running, and a couple of little tweaks for it's fully operational in the spring. But kids are out there, barring the weather, of course. But it's nice.
Yeah, there's going to be some trenching work that has to happen for an AED box that's going to be installed, and the remaining bits of the work are going to have to wait until we have at least 50 degrees at night. They're going to redo the basketball court and lay down some slurry seed to help the grass grow, but this is obviously not the season for that.
Good. Great.
Sarah?
How are you?
I might invite Stella up to join me on second half of
Sure.
this, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, go sit in the chair with me. I'm gonna get up and down. It's okay.
Perfect. But before we get to that, I did want to fill you in that today our 11th grade, all 11th grade students took the English Regents exam. If you remember, our rationale there was that it's a cumulative test that they've been preparing for since elementary school. So they could, if they are successful, get one exam out of the way to free them up to focus on their other courses in June. If they don't meet the success that they want or the state wants, whichever one, then it could give our special ed and ENL or whomever isn't successful students a chance to prepare more to take it in June. So it went really well today. We should have those results back on Monday. So I'll keep you posted in terms of if taking it at a different time of year affected their performance at all. So
The results are back that fast?
they're that fast. Yeah, we couldn't believe it. We just spoke with them today and we were like, well, we didn't want to question it, but we said, are you sure?
Did other
Yeah.
schools do this as well?
And other schools,
Or have done
and Mr. Fromm might be able to speak to it better, did it post-COVID, and then I think, or sorry, pre-COVID, post-COVID, a few schools got away from it, but now that we're kind of out of the woods with that, it, in theory, makes a great deal of sense
Yeah.
for our students, because that May, June testing time can be super stressful. Yeah. Yeah, so I will keep you posted. And then in other big news, our robotics team is doing great. If you remember, last year we joined Sag Harbor, and they were really gracious taking our students and our faculty in. This year we developed our own team with Trevor Gregory and Urban Reininger, and a number of kids. So our team now has the robotics assignment. And they are currently here all hours of the night and weekend working on the robot. The robot has to, and pardon my ignorance on this, but they have to pick up a ball and shoot it into a makeshift hoop where we essentially have to create the robotic version of Michael Jordan that can be no more than 3.5 feet tall, all for the first robotics competition that they will participate in March.
Wow.
So very exciting. So we're thrilled about that. And again, just another way to loop in all of our students. And we are thrilled to present our 2026 Martin Luther King mural done by our art club and inclusion rec club. So I'll pass it over to Stella. Sure, yeah. So as you know, this is our annual mural. We have one in here, one in the hallway we have done for, I think this is our 4th one. And this year they chose Keith Jones.
So this mural was created by the members of the East Hampton Art Club in partnership with the East End Arts Council annual Mosaic Project, honoring the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and civil rights activists of color. This year, the artists chose to recognize contemporary advocate Keith Jones for his work in advancing inclusion in the arts as someone with cerebral palsy. Jones is known for his leadership in supporting Black musicians with disabilities, creating spaces where access, visibility, and equity are central. Through initiatives such as the Crip Hop Nation and Sammy's Place in Oregon, he has helped amplify disabled artists' voice, foster community, challenge barriers within the music industry. This artwork reflects the power of collective action, creative expression, and continued advocacy for justice and inclusion. So this was also partnered with the Inclusion Club. So we have 2 squares made by Austin, and 1 square made by Sean, and we have his favorite band, Big Time Rush, on that square as well.
Speaking of inclusion.
Yeah. And this one was really cool because the art club students chose Keith Jones themselves. So it was really just a mix of everyone in the community. And it's really nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes,
Really cool. It's beautiful.
really nice.
So you all have copies, and then the student artists are listed on the bottom.
Great.
Yeah, wonderful.
Thank you, Stella.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You else any other news in the schools? Kathy, you got anything?
Well, we're coming into our final third of the winter season, and we are going to start our 3rd middle school season next week on the 26th, barring no snow. It really puts a wrench in a lot of athletic things. We've had a couple senior nights. I just came from senior night for swimming tonight. Wrestling's was this past Friday, but our athletes are doing very well. We have another Our relay team for swimming also qualified for the state championships. So currently we are sending 7 kids to the state championships for boys swimming right now.
Wow.
And hopefully some more.
Thank you. Are you set? You running everything?
I think I'm good because I talked about
Yeah.
MLK Day at the last meeting. Thank you.
And Stella, it's good. I know you're not on the agenda tonight. Do you have anything you want to add? I don't want to put you on the spot, but I don't want to leave you out either.
Oh, well, I mean, we started, at least for Stuco, a little bit of the March Madness prep, so that's really exciting. And quarterly week went really well. And actually, for BBS, a friend and I attended the Martin Luther King celebration at the Cavalry Church, and it was really cool because I didn't know, but we had a couple of our students there. We had Piper Borsak, she read a poem. Maya Taveras, who did a couple scores on there, she read a poem, and she was also recognized with a scholarship, which is really cool. And our football team was recognized for their like historic playoff season. So yeah.
Oh,
That's great. I saw some clips on Facebook. It was great. Thank you very much. All right. So, let's see, public comment. Anybody here have a public comment? Anybody have anything you want to say? LTV, do you have anybody online?
No, we have no callers on the line.
Opposed? Okay. And let's see, now we are on to the consent agenda. I have a motion to accept the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, superintendent's report of recommendations is pretty short. So we'll state that. Recommend the board approve the instructional appointment of Ruby Vasquez, the position of school counselor for the 2025-26 school year. Can I have a motion?
Make a motion?
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 2, recommend the board approve the instructional appointment of Lillian Minskoff, the position of teaching assistant. I have a motion?
Make a motion.
I'll second.
Second. Discussion. This is an alum of East Hampton, which is great. It's good to see some names that we know for sure. Tim, do you have anything to add to it? Is it a replacement?
A couple of folks on here are returning, to East Hampton and, little after college, experiences decided they wanted to be back here at their teaching programs and, have put themselves in positions to be here and help us and we hopefully help them.
Good.
It's great.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 3, recommend the board approve the contractual appointment of Thomas Thorson to the position of instructional permanent substitute. Can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Second. Another alum.
Same.
Very nice. Known him since he was really little. So it's nice to see those people, that come from our school and we put so much into and they put into our district. And, it's nice to see them come back. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 4, recommend that the board approve the non-instructional appointment of Brian Anderson, the position of school bus driver. Can I have a motion?
Make a motion.
Second?
Second.
Speaking of,
There we go.
he's along, he's a little bit beyond, been there a while.
He's still in love.
Still alone, absolutely. Congratulations and all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 5, recommend that the board approve the repair reserve fund expenditure pursuant to General Municipal Law 6D for the necessary projects of the East Hampton High School, East Hampton Middle School, and John Marshall Elementary School building. Can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Second. That was what our hearing was about tonight, and I think it was well presented and something needs to be done.
Yes.
Thank you, Sam, for putting the time into it, and Greg, and I know there's a lot of people involved in that. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 6, recommend that the board approve the first and final reading of the East Hampton Union School District 26-27 school calendar. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion.
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We have nothing under old business, and we noticed that Adam is missing, so he would usually chime in at this point. He's not able to tonight. And nothing under old business, nothing under new business. We're back to public comment again. Does anybody have a new public comment that they didn't come up with before? LTV?
Still no callers on the line.
Okay. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you very much.